Hello students, Indian economy for MCOM students, Divekar College of Commerce. So here we have discussed about what the Indian economy is. Today we will say what is Indian economy today. What is the present condition of Indian economy. So here it is the world's fourth largest foreign exchange reserve worth rupees 585 billions. The India has the highest public debt with 89% of GDP, while its fractional deficit stood at 9.5% of GDP. So the present GDP, present numbers see their manufacturing level percent, construction level percent, trade, transport, hospitality, education, government and others, and including agriculture. See, agriculture is 53%. So this is the percent as per Nirmala Sitaraman budgets. So whatever the percent, so there is, it is the world's fourth largest foreign exchange reserves. It is today. Here, Indian bag, the agriculture is the backbone of Indian economy. So, yeah, the economy of India is characterized as a middle income developing market economy. It is the world's sixth largest economy by its nominal of GDP and the third largest by purchasing power parity. So, this is agriculture is called a backbone of Indian economy. So, most of the income comes from agriculture. So, this is as per the no GDP, it is the sixth largest, and as per the purchasing power parity, it is the third largest. Then next, characteristics of Indian economy. What is the character? It has low per capita income. In India, the national income and per capita income is very low. It is considered as one of the basic features of underdevelopment. See here, it is the main reason low per capita income. As per World Bank estimate, the per capita income of India stood at only $715 720 in 2005, and keep aside a few countries. This per capita income figure of India is lowest when it compared to the world. So it has low per capita. Then dependence on agriculture and primary production. Agriculture, we are more dependent on agriculture than other sectors. The Indian economy is characterized by too much dependence on agriculture, and thus it is the primary producing out of total working population of our country. A very high proportion, it is engaged in the agriculture and allied activities, which contribute a large shares in national income of our country. So characterize, we are dependent, I had told you in first this video that agriculture is the main in Indian economy. So we are more dependent on agriculture, so that is it is a main characteristics. Then high rate of population growth. High rate, India is maintaining a very high rate of growth of population since 1950s. Thus the pressure of population in our country is very high. So when it comes, India ranks the second largest, or second in terms of population. First it is China. The highest level of birth rate and declining rate of uh, declining death rate has contributed generally to pressure on the population. India's population stood around of 121 millions now. As per the Sensex, the rate of growth of population is 1.9% per annum. So now it is continuously increasing. The birth rate is 24.8 per 24.8 per thousand, and death rate is only 8 per thousand. So this is the condition. This has the high result and very high level of birth rate, and coupled with the falling level of death rate prevailing in our country. Then unemployment and underemployment. Rapid growth of population coupled with inadequate growth of secondary and tertiary occupations are responsible for the occurrence of unemployment and underemployment. The problem in our country, unemployment is one problem, and Underemployment, those who don't have job, and underemployment, those are having highly qualification, they are working under the job which require less qualification. Underemployment in India, unemployment is structured as one, unlike in the developed country, which is in the cyclical type. Here the unemployment in India is result of deficiency of capital. Indian industries are not getting adequate amount of capital for its necessary expansion so as to absorb the entire surplus labor force. Then poor rate of capital formation. Poor rate of capital formation, that is capital deficiency, is one of the characteristics features of Indian economy. Both the amount of capital available per head and the present rate of capital formation in India is very low. Consumption of crude oil, steel, and energies are two important indicators of low capital per head in underdeveloped countries like India. So, poor rate of capital formation. Then, inequality in distribution of wealth. Of in the another important characteristics of Indian economy, it is the maldistribution of wealth. The report of the Reserve Bank of India reveals that 20% of household owning less than rupees 1000 worth of asset possess only in 0.7% of total assets. So here we can understand that the pattern of distribution of income and wealth is not encouraging in India. There is an inequality between the income and the wealth. So much income is going in the richer hand and very less income goes to the uh, poor people, because majority of the industries are controlled by particular families only in India, and then remaining are the whatever less amount is some poor people, they get less amount or less percentage of their household earnings. The maldistributions in income is the result of inequality in distribution of assets in rural areas. On the other hand, in the respect of industrial fund, there occurs an high degree of concentration of assets in the hands of few big business house, which shows the high degree of assets concentrate in the hands of few powerful business house in our country. So and remaining that is whatever the power they have, it is goes under high degree of asset concentration. Then low level of technology, we know that we are already adopted, we are not ready to adopt the new technology, we are using old and outdated for technology. Prevalence of low level of technology is one of the important characteristics of underdeveloped economy like India. The economy of our country is thus suffering from technological backwardness. Obsolete techniques of productions are largely being applied in both agricultures and industrial sectors. Old method of productions, so old equipment use. We don't adopt new technology fast. So this is that. Then lack of infrastructure. Lack of infrastructure facilities is one of the serious problems from which the Indian economy has been suffering till now. These infrastructure facilities include transportation, communication facilities, electricity generation, distribution, banks, credit facilities, then economic organization, health, and education institution. The two most vital sectors, that is agriculture and industries, could not make such a headway in the absence of proper infrastructural facilities in our country. Moreover, due to the absence of proper infrastructure facilities, development and potentials of different regions of the country largely remain unutilized. So, lack of infrastructure. Then, low level of living. The standard of living of Indian people in generally is considered as very low. Nearly 25 to 40% of population suffer from malnutrition. The average protein contents in Indian diet is about 49 grams only per day in comparison to the more than double the level of developed countries of the world. So low standard of living or low level of living. Next, it is inadequate development of economic organization. Poor economic organization is another important characteristics of Indian economy. For attaining economic development or at a satisfactory rate, certain institutions are very much essential. For an example, mobilization of savings and to meet other financial need more practically in rural areas. Area developed of certain financial institutions are very much essential. In India, the developed of Indian institution is still inadequate in rural areas. So, rural areas economic development is not done. There is urgent need for the development of certain credit agencies, banks and all for advanced loaning for small farmers on easy terms, as well as to provide long term and medium term loan in advocate economic organization. So with this we have covered the characteristics of Indian economy. Thank you.